You know, out of everything that you can do when you're rich, because no matter how big your house is, it's still a house, or how nice your car is, it's still a car. But the one thing that I will give the thing of the super rich is flying private. And I wish to God I never got the chance to do it before.
It's that mind-blowing
No, it's just so much easier. It's not that it's better once you're up there, except for the fact you can spread your shit out, cuss, you know, fucking bring a sandwich from home, whatever you want to do. But the fact that you don't have to put up with the strap hangers of the world is just so much better. Like, imagine you could just say, you know what, this weekend let's go to Aruba and fucking call your plane and just drive over, drive right up to it, get out, get on, and then leave at that second.
So I guess it's on call because it's your plane.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on call.
To pay for gas, which is expensive, but you have the money, doesn't matter.
And, you know, you got to keep your fucking guys, but then you rent it out when you're not using it, too.
Oh, nice.
You rent it out to guys from Pepsi.
So Michael Jordan has one that's designed to look like one of his shoes. It's painted to look like one of his Jordans.
I thought it was like in the actual shape of the shoe.
No, not a shoe.
Like laces are flapping.
It's not aerodynamic, Matty Ice.
It's not a shoe-shaped airplane, no, but it's painted to look like one of his Jordans.
I don't believe you. Yeah, Google image search.
Jordan private jet.
It's blue and white.
Yeah.
That looks like his shoe.
Looks like his shoe.
Doesn't look shit like his shoe.
You are
like, if you would have just put that
I
up,
read about him.
if you would have said, guess whose fucking plane that is, I wouldn't be able to.
There's a Jordan logo on it.
Now, when Playboy used to have a plane, you always fucking knew it. He don't have a plane anymore, though.
All right, see, this is a private airplane.
And then looking on the inside of it, he had the thing set up like a fuck machine.
This is how you want to go.
Yeah, that's how you live your life.
Not that garbage Jordan plane. Look, it's the shape of a Timberland boot. What?
Michael Jordan shit plane.
A Timberland boot. That's a fucking guy named Hank Timberland.
Oh, does this thing still exist? I guess
no.
No, right? It's all black?
Yeah. It's all black, and he used to take it up, and it was basically... the whole thing was set up like some 1960s weird fucking... Yeah.
Swinger party.
Yeah. It was. And he's just smoking his pipe up there, and going like this. You know what? Let's take a look at everyone's vaginas. I want to compare vagina.
Time for a vagina inspection, ladies. A giant bed. It's like a shack bed in there, in the plane.
Yeah. That thing just smells like fucking cum and quim for years. Just fucking ass lube.
Yeah, the new Playboy jet's white. What made it cool was it was black.
It's smaller, too.
Yeah, it is smaller. Well, and plus, if you got up there, you really wouldn't even want to land because you'd rather party in the fucking jet than wherever you're going.
Do whatever you want up there.
It's a full-size plane. The other one's a private jet type deal.
Well, I like that you say whatever you want.
You can just kill these people. You can make snuff porn up there. And what are they going to do?
Still not legal.
Who rules the air? Nobody.
Nobody rules.
Yeah, there's still laws.
There's no laws.
Well, who's going to catch you? Just dump the body over the ocean or whatever. Just like, we have to take a detour. Let's go over international waters for 20 minutes.
Open the door?
They seem to be dropping something out of the plane. Radar's picking up a body, smacking in.
Just open a door on a plane when you're flying.
I think they're making snuff films up there.
Look, that's just one thing you could have done. I'm sure it's happened.
Yeah, baby. Here's John in Utah. You're on the Run of Fez show.
You know, John Travolta, he has his own private plane that he parks at his house in Florida.
Yeah, I know. I saw it. He bought like a fucking house on a runway.
Yeah.
And see, here's the thing for him. It doesn't matter where he lives in the world because he can be anywhere in a few hours. So it's much better for him just to have a giant plain fucking driveway like that.
Ridiculous.
And that motherfucker can fly like a 747. He isn't like your buddy who's got his fucking Piper Cub license.
Hey, it's still impressive.
Yeah, but do you ever travel with those guys and they'll just take you for... It's honestly like taking a VW. It's small and it's slow and it's just not worth it.
I've never been on one of those smaller planes.
Oh, you never have?
No.
Me neither.
Here, when Travolta was getting off his one of his jets one time is when they caught him kissing some dude.
I mean, here's...
He's getting off the plane.
Hey, it's his plane. He can do whatever he wants up there.
Anything. He could have made snuff with that guy.
I'm sure he has.
Yeah,
I'm sure. You look
plane.
in the fucking glove box of that plane, it's just filled with balls and fucking cockheads.
Hey, let's pick up another masseuse.
First thing he does, he puts this necklace of fucking severed cocks around. Takes off the fucking plane. Anything we want! You're fucking sitting next to him and you just start fucking holding your own dick. You're looking around like, who's the next one to go up there?
It's always Vietnam in that plane of his. It's always the jungle. It's the bush.
Oh, bush. Male bush.
Like gay Vietnam.
All right, we get it.
Like just in Vietnam where only gay things happen.
Look, another fucking term for gay Vietnam is just Vietnam. That place was gay enough without fucking putting a handle on it. And then why does he get dressed up like a stupid pirate? I'd rather just go in there with a fucking Viking helmet.
He likes to be seen as he wants to be seen as the real deal pilot. Like if you know.
Then if that's the deal, he ought to come in flying low over every fucking city, as low as he could get. If I had a fucking plane like that, I'd constantly be going past my old neighborhood in it, as close down as I could get. Fuck you!
Then you dump a body out. Say this is for you people.
All right, here's we'll do like a question on it. I'll ask you guys. If you had the yacht deal, a giant fucking yacht, or your own private plane, which would you rather have?
And I have all the money I need, right?
Yeah, you got all the money
All right,
you need.
yeah, 'cause that's
So, I mean, the
expected
whole
to fly a
point
plane.
is you're going to be okay.
You're super rich.
All right, I'm taking the plane.
See, I like the yacht.
You ever been on a yacht?
When I was younger, I was on a yacht. I was like a little kid.
I'm going to fucking give you this thing. Being on a fucking yacht is like being on a floating trailer. I mean, it's really not a lot of room.
Oh.
And everyone's always like, do me a favor and don't drop a deuce. And I mean, we have a shower, but don't use it. We're really low on water.
At least you had that option on the yacht, whereas a private plane, I mean, you're going from one place to the other. Like, and these super yachts now, like, look at the size of this thing. It's a 3-level super yacht.
But what's the benefit to that over a plane to you?
I like being on the water. I like pulling into a dock.
Yeah, but
Okay.
you know what you do when you pull into a dock? Go looking for a hotel, which is all you're going to do. You got to think of the plane as a yacht in the sky. By the way, that fucking yacht there,
Yeah.
that thing is really more like a cruise ship.
Yeah.
That's like fucking bigger than any yacht I've ever been on.
Yeah, these are like the new like
Super
the Russian guys have the
Yeah,
billionaires.
but like that's $1 billion yacht, right?
a couple
yeah.
$100 million. It's easily like $200 million.
By the way, you see some of them in the East River. You see guys coming down the East River, and because they're coming up all over. But the same guy that I knew that had the private plane also had a yacht, and what he would do is he'd go like this: "Do me a favor," he'd say to the captain, "Take that fucking yacht over the Mediterranean and I'll meet you." Because he didn't want to go sailing all the way across the Atlantic Ocean like a moron, but then he would fly over and pop around and be able to go from the south to France and Spain,
that is awesome.
Greece, Italy. And he's like, I go, "Did you go on the other side?" He's like, "Fuck no. What am I going to do? Be around Egypt and shit?"
There's a yacht club near me, and after Sandy, there were no more yachts in the water. They were all over the lawns for the mile in from land. There were just yachts in lawns, yachts in windows, just yachts everywhere. And there was one yacht that stayed in the water. One out of, I think, 120.
It was a giant one.
No, it wasn't that
But
big.
his point is most people pull it the fuck up and lose money on it. I never heard anybody ever say to me, "Hey, best investment I ever made was a yacht."
No.
Oh, sailing around the world seems pretty cool.
You don't do it,
fly
though.
around the world.
You know how fucking expensive it is? And, like, the whole time that you're sailing, what you really try to do is stay close to the shore as you can. Because to be out in the open fucking ocean,
Yeah,
in those kind of boats, yeah.
Just give me the plane.
I don't know. I trust in these super yachts.
What do you trust? What does that mean?
I mean that I prefer it over the plane.
Good, because you ain't getting on our fucking plane.
You get on my yacht.
I don't want to be in your yacht.
I'll fucking bomb that thing from the sky.
I'll have to get anti-aircraft guns on this thing then.
Now the new thing that these super rich dudes are having is they have a yacht with like a small submarine in it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know if I want to get in that motherfucker. Like, he's not in the Navy. It's just some dude acting like, now let's go under the water and make sure I don't fucking run out of gas so we all suffocate.
It's a one-man sub, like a little orb kind of thing.
Some of these are like fucking bigger. Like Steve Zissou's size, where you're all packed in there.
Oh my God! Yeah, you're gonna need an engineer on hand then at all times because it's a submarine.
An engineer?
Yeah.
What do you got in the back of your mind? It's a train? All right, that's what you want. You want your own super train. You can fucking go around like Wild Wild West.
That'd be great.
That's the worst option. It's just set rails you have. You can't go wherever you want to.
Yeah, I'll go wherever I want along the rail. It's fine. They got train rails all over the country.
Why don't you just sit in your fucking house with a pound of coke and do those rails? That's what you really want.
One of those bomb shelter bunkers. That's what I want. One of those.
What are you, a prepper? Yeah,
The old missile silos.
Yeah, I couldn't live in that shit.
That's like a new, like, somewhat booming industry.
Yeah.
Yeah, booming industry. You can buy one for like $48,000.
Yes. You buy it
We should
cheap.
go in on one. It's crazy cheap mortgage.
And then what? We all go underground together and sit there?
And wait for it to hit the fan.
There's been people waiting my entire life.
Mm-hmm.
They fucking wasted their life sitting around collecting fucking cans and shit.
It's really nuts, and because they're all now on all over TV with this doomsday prepper thing.
Oh, it's a great show.
They all have a different idea how the world's going to end, and they're all convinced that's how it's going to happen.
Of course they're convinced.
And they just sit around canning meats, pickling things, and going to shooting ranges.
First thing I'd start doing is turning on my family.
What? No, you want
I don't trust them. I do not trust them. All right, so between yacht and plane, is there any other thing that the super rich get and you don't? Because either way, it comes down to the same thing. It's about travel. It's about experience. Either that or you're one of those people caught up in power, and who'd want to waste their time on that?
Helicopter? Yeah, it's boring.
It is boring. I know this guy, he used to have to fly damaged helicopters. Like they would be fucked up somewhere, and he was such a good pilot, he would fly them to some other place. They wouldn't trust anyone else. And then sometimes he would, again, travel. If someone bought one, he would deliver it to them. And he had to fly from Florida to L.A. in a helicopter. And he took his chick. And, like, sometimes they would just land in a field, and she would jump out and take a piss and get back in. And she said when they went through the Rockies, it was so terrifying because she could not tell exactly where the mountain was.
Oh, my God.
And she would just be screaming, we're flying into it. For like, she said the whole time through the Rockies, she was sure he was flying him into the side of a fucking mountain.
That sounds horrifying. In a broken helicopter or a
No, this
No,
was
it
an
was a new
okay one. It was an alright one.
I would have just jumped out. I'm like, I'm not crashing into a mountain. I'm not going out like that.
Jim, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, Ronnie, what about those super big RVs that when you stop, all the sides extend? You've got like go-karts and just motorcycles in tow. What about something like that?
You're still like a redneck on parade.
The ones that expand are not that big inside.
That's a band's tour bus. That's what it sounds like.
Look, if I was in a band, I'd be like, yeah, I'd rather get in a bus and fucking cruise around like that. But to have an RV, because, you got to remember, those guys in the band, they get off the bus and fucking check into the Four Seasons. They're not sleeping all summer on a bus. And an RV that extends
gives you 2 extra feet on the outside.
And wherever you go, you're still staying in a mobile home park with those crazy drifters and cutthroats.
What, 2-3 feet it gives you? Not much.
It's a huge difference when you're on the road.
Vinny, you're on the Run of Fez show.
Yeah, the difference between flying a plane, maintenance costs, and all that stuff, and flying a helicopter is totally different. I kind of definitely think helicopter is a lot more rich person than a plane.
Well, the weird thing is helicopters are just basically used to get out to your other place, and not to. They don't use it to travel.
Right.
They use it to skip fucking traffic. No one's like, oh, I want to take my helicopter from San Francisco to Montreal. What they do is they take it from San Francisco to the wine country, to their house there, and they make it in, minutes instead of hours. The Montauk fucking animals do this here in the city.
That's crazy. They just built a helipad somewhere in my neighborhood, and I'm just watching helicopters go up and down off it. It's really weird. I guess because there's like a bunch of guys in Long Island City who they build high rises, so dudes with a bunch of money are coming in. So now they built.
Well,
the helipad.
also because they don't put them in Manhattan anymore, so you still got to take the thing. They used to have one right up next to the bridge for years, right next to 59th Street Bridge, and then they moved it downtown, and then those people want it gone too because it's so loud. When you have helicopters coming in and out, the neighbors go fucking apeshit crazy. Here's Bill. Go ahead, buddy.
Ron.
Yeah, buddy.
How's it going? I'm on Pepper's side with this. I'm definitely for the yacht for a couple reasons. First off, when you dock one of those beautiful 100, 200-foot yachts, you're not getting a hotel, let's be honest. Second of all, you could land your helicopter on your yacht. You have your wave runners. You have your boats. You have all the toys you need right there on the yacht. And let's be honest, you can't bring trees in Pepper's case, on a plane. That's not good to smoke on a plane. You could do it on international waters.
I'd smoke the whole fucking time. But here's the other part. Okay, it's great, but let's suppose you want to go to Chicago. What are you going to be doing? Traveling through the fucking Great Lakes like an idiot?
I'm going to be done with landlocked places.
And that's the thing. Like, oh, we're going to New Orleans. Now you're leaving New York, going all the way down below fucking Florida and coming back up. I'll see you in a couple weeks. You're going to have to fucking take a plane to get off and get on your yacht.
What's the point of the helicopter on the yacht? Do you just leave it there and go back to land?
Yeah, it's so that the fucking yacht doesn't have to come in and pick you up.
I'm going to treat this yacht like Dennis Hopper in Waterworld. I'm just going to have a bunch of people just chain smoking and just
rowing.
Well, if we run out of gas, we're going to have to row.
You have to row that thing.
I can't imagine that you would chain smoke when there had to be very little tobacco left, since there was no land whatsoever.
They call themselves the smokers. Maybe were they growing it on top of the ship? Wait, there was no dirt.
Yeah, there was no dirt at all. And even the stuff like, hey, why don't you guys just cruise around in jet skis far away? You're like wasting the most precious thing that you have. Mike, you're on the Run of Fez show.
Hey, I'm with Pepper. I think you need to get a yacht because yachts are where you can entertain and do the crazy parties like Saudi princes. They bring the chicks out there. They make the girls eat each other's poop. It's crazy.
Well, I will say this. There's nothing like a nice fucking day out that makes the women take their tops off. You could take fucking Hillary Clinton out there and she'd be pulling her fucking titties out. I don't know why. I do not know why.
Well, you're off.
And most of the guys in Florida that have nice fucking boats, they just go out to a sandbar, fucking anchor there, and go around other people. But rather than doing that, the better option is always just have a friend with a fucking boat. You get to do the same exact shit,
Yeah.
and you're paying nothing.
For the-
Why this guy's going, man, I think I'm going to have to sell my boat.
No, don't say that.
It's so fucking expensive.
No, dude, come on. We're having so much fun.
Yeah, that's what people say to him, too. Don't sell your boat, man. Here's John. You're on the Run of Fez show.
Yeah, Hicks, I don't like flying either, but at least on a plane, you'd be dead before you know what happened. On a yacht, man, you could be floating around, waiting for the sharks to get you.
By the way, here's the thing. No one's ever nervous when you fly private. No one. Everybody's just fucking laid back because it's like being in this room, but we're flying. What you hate is being constricted in a fucking regular plane. Here, you get up and stretch your fucking shit out.
Still. You have like a rest. You can have these super yachts. You can have a restaurant on the yacht. It'll be beautiful.
But it's so hard to get places on a yacht.
What do you mean it's so hard to get places on a yacht?
That's what he fucking said.
It's a ridiculously powerful engine. This thing's awesome.
Yeah, but if you're going to Rome from here, right?
Yeah.
It's going to take you 2-3 weeks, and we're going to be there in 7 hours.
That's fine. I got all the time in the world. I'm a super rich guy.
Yeah, for now. The way you're fucking spending money and being away from the office, you don't know what the fuck you're doing.
Look, you're
floating around, and you're fucking, all of a sudden the dowel's in the toilet.
I'll have the Wi-Fi. Don't worry.
Adam, you're on the Run of Fez show.
When I was in Chicago, I saw a bunch of yachts out on the lake in the summer, and they were all docked right next to each other, out in the water, and it was a huge house party. Everybody was just going from boat to boat, just walking right from boat to boat.
You know, here's the weird thing. You'll see that there, and you'll see it in big places, but you'll also see it in like a lake somewhere. Like some of these dudes get these really nice big boats, go out in a lake and get fucked up all summer. That's
Party
all they
boats.
do. Yeah, these guys in like Arkansas. You wouldn't think anybody would want a big, yeah, because they just cruise out a couple 100 yards and get fucking wasted.
It's the middle of a lake.
And then the girl's like, look, I got my titties out. I don't fucking believe I'm doing this. This is crazy. Everything gets weird.
Never been to a boat party. Looks fun.
You never done anything, have you?
Not much. Been to New York pretty much my whole life.
Jim, you're on the Run of Fez show.
Hey, Ronnie, you can appreciate this, man. You got to do it Jimmy Buffett style and combine it and just get the big-ass seaplane, man. 'Cause you can do it. You can do it anywhere. Do it all.
Yeah, what happened to Jimmy Buffett when he was landing that thing into a wave? He fucking turned it head over head.
One time, and he survived.
Does he do it anymore, though?
Thank God.
Yeah. He still does it, man. In fact, he flies to all his concerts, man.
What was he going to do when there's no fucking place to land like that, though?
He can land that thing. It's got wheels. You can pull it up onto the shore, right off the water.
Plane.
I kind of like the seaplane.
Just give me a normal plane.
No, this is much cooler than a normal plane.
Why?
It can land on water.
It's the best of both worlds for Hicks. You got a water fixation.
It's fun to be
for a guy who doesn't fucking swim.
Nope. Tread water.
That's like you going out over fire.
Hey, let's go build a house on top of that volcano.
Why don't you make this the summer you learn how to swim?
I could try. I go to YMCA. They have classes, adult swim classes. It just sounds depressing.
Why are you laughing like that's something stupid? You and 8 black guys could all learn how to swim together.
And then I'll go start taking boat plane lessons.
Hey, Dutch, you're on the Run of Fez show.
Hey, buddies. One thing to keep in mind, there's a very strong correlation between boats and basically orgies. There's something about everyone tying the boats together, and all of a sudden it's like a free-for-all, like a goddamn tea party. For some reason or other, you're at water, and it's like, yeah, swap partners. Everyone's...
Does anyone remember that I said this before? Does anyone remember this was the opening statement to this? It's like everybody turned into fucking pepper keyed on me.
What?
You heard me. I believe.
That's how it was near me. There's Sandy. Just boats everywhere.
They set them on fire, or they actually take them out?
No, they moved them.
No.
Some pictures, actually. I'm not sure.
Do you start crying?
No, it's not my boats.
How come you never owned a boat out there on Long Island?
I don't need a boat. I don't like boats.
What, are you afraid of Jaws?
No, I'm not afraid of Jaws. I just... I don't
You
know.
remind me of, like, if it was Jaws, you'd be that little kid that was sitting down crying while everybody was running.
No.
I always
not
loved
me.
that kid as an actor. Just sitting there fucking crying for real. He didn't know he was in a movie.
He was just upset. All those people running
All
everywhere.
right, let me do my Hicks impression.
Yeah. What's it? Huh? Yeah, I'm sorry. The keyboard's loud.
You're fucking banging on it like you're Jerry Lee Lewis.
I'm not graceful.
You could be. If you had some fucking lessons. I think you take those swimming lessons.
Yeah.
By this time next year, you're a fucking Navy SEAL. Swimming around with fucking knife in your teeth, going up on fucking pirates' boat and cutting their throats.
Oh, I would love that. SEAL Team 6, go to Somalia, just wipe them all out.
I don't think, maybe 5 for you, SEAL Team 5.
That's, you know, that, I'd be
Most
fine
of the
with
time,
that.
it's paperwork.
Oh. Hey, keep it down.
Darren, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Yes, sir, Ron. A group of friends of mine, we're all married, start with kids. We all went in and bought a 50-foot pontoon, and we basically treat it like a timeshare, man. If we're not all out on it together during the summer, we just take turns. It's cheaper that way.
How far out do you take it, though? It's a fucking pontoon.
Well, there's a really huge lake out by where we all live, and I mean, we stay out on the boat for the weekend. I mean, it's a huge lake. We just got, like I said, just dock either in the middle or just cruise around all day long, or camp on the campground. But there's islands everywhere, just whatever.
Fucking pontoon boat. All right. I mean, it's a little lower fucking rent than we were talking.
Way low rent.
It's not quite a yacht.
Why even bother?
You go out there and get fucked up.
I can build a pontoon. And they had to get 6 people to jump in on this thing?
50-foot pontoon.
How broke are you?
50-foot
I mean,
pontoon.
I get it. I got no money. But come on. I'm looking at a pontoon right now. It's
6 feet long.
Board.
50-foot pontoon.
Wooden board. That's it.
Go to 50-footer and get a fucking load.
50-footer.
Must be a longer board.
Yeah, see that? You'd be out there nice. You're cruising around on a lake.
This is low rent. This is white trash. This is a white trash
Got
yacht.
that fucking catfish pole in the lake.
Ugh. No thanks. We're talking high class here. We're talking super rich. This is the drifter of the sea. Like, this is what...
You want to share? You want to go on a timeshare on a pontoon?
50 feet long.
Remember to hang your ass over the side when it's time to shit. All right, we're going to announce the amassed